The grand hall was filled with music, laughter, and sparkling lights. Guests in lavish attire clinked glasses and shared congratulations, but in the shadows of the mansion, a faint, desperate sobbing echoed through the walls. Maria, the young maid, paused as she carried a tray of champagne. The sound was unmistakable, soft, trembling, heart-wrenching. She followed it, careful not to be noticed, tracing it to a hidden corridor beyond the main ballroom. It was a small, locked room, its door slightly ajar. Inside, she saw a young woman, dressed in the bridal gown of the millionaire's wedding, crouched on the floor, trembling with tears streaming down her face. Her hands clutched a bundle of letters, photographs, and delicate jewelry. Maria's heart ached. She couldn't move, couldn't speak, but her instincts told her that this was something no guest should ever witness. The bride's smile and poise in public were a carefully constructed mask. Behind it lay despair, fear, and a secret that threatened everything. The next day, Maria discovered the story behind the sobbing. The bride, Helena, was not who everyone believed. She had been forced into this marriage by circumstances she could not control, and the young woman's family had been manipulating her to secure a fortune she had no part in choosing. In the hidden room, Helena kept reminders of her past, letters from a forbidden love, and photographs of the life she could have had. Every morning, she forced herself to smile, laugh, and play the perfect socialite, while the pain of her real life built inside, until the night of the wedding, when it spilled over. By the third day, Maria knew she had to act carefully. She began leaving small notes of encouragement, secretly helping Helena with her daily struggles. She adjusted her gown, whispered small reassurances, and left water and snacks in the hidden room. Slowly, Helena began to trust Maria, letting her presence in. The maid's quiet understanding and loyalty became a lifeline. Through their secret interactions, a fragile sense of hope began to grow in Helena, and she realized she was not completely alone in this gilded prison. On the fourth day, Maria uncovered a plan that would expose the truth. Hidden documents, accounts, and letters proving the deceit and manipulation by Helena's so-called protectors were tucked away in the mansion. Maria realized that the secret sobbing had been a cry for justice, for someone to finally see the reality beneath the sparkling surface. She decided to risk everything to help Helena regain her voice, knowing that the consequences could shake the very foundation of the millionaire's household. The fifth day brought a confrontation. Helena, now slightly more confident, allowed Maria to lead her to the room where the documents were stored. Together, they pieced together the evidence, revealing the betrayals, the lies, and the schemes that had trapped Helena. Fear and relief battled in her heart. For the first time in days, she felt a glimmer of control. Maria's loyalty was unwavering, a silent promise that she would stand by Helena no matter what the fallout. The mansion that had seemed untouchable began to tremble under the weight of secrets exposed. By the sixth day, the truth was revealed to the world. Helena stood before the shocked guests, supported by Maria, presenting evidence of the manipulations and deceit that had nearly destroyed her life. Gasps and murmurs spread through the hall as the guests learned the reality behind the wedding's facade. Helena's strength, once hidden behind tears and silence, now shone boldly. Maria watched from the side, proud and quietly relieved, knowing that her small acts of courage had made a difference. The bride's freedom and dignity were restored, and the mansion's glittering walls no longer held the same oppressive power. For the first time, Helena smiled, genuine, unguarded, and victorious.